Hi, my name is Chad Sarno of Good Catch. Today, we're gonna be making salmon steak and potatoes, featuring the Good Catch salmon burger as the salmon steak, as well as roast potatoes, some green beans, and a Parmesan lemon cream sauce. You don't wanna miss this one. Stay tuned. All right, so there are a number of components to this dish. We're gonna first start off by pan frying the potatoes. Those are gonna take probably the longest. Okay, then we're gonna get into the pan sauce. So, heating up a burner. I like to use cast iron. Cast iron gives an even consistency heat, and also it's just nice when it comes to roasting vegetables, roasting potatoes. I also like to use it when it comes to searing these burgers. I pre-cook these, okay? So to make it easier for yourself and your family, I love to batch cook. So I'll pre-cook a bunch of potatoes so I have them in the fridge. I can take them out, I can use them in the morning for cheesy potatoes for breakfast and chop them up in a hash of some sort, or I can use them in the evening for any kind of side dish. So these are pre-boiled, and you wanna make sure that they're not too overcooked because they'll just soften way too much in the pan. Okay, so I'm going to heat this up, get it nice and hot, and add some oils. Get that going. We're gonna just pan fry up some potatoes. And today's feature is going to be the Good Catch salmon burger, you guys. So you can use it like a burger. We have lots of videos featuring the salmon burger, but I like to also feature it as an entree, okay? So it comes in a pack of 2, and these are 4-ounce patties. And you can actually cook these so nicely. We're gonna pan sear them. We're gonna put them in a pan sauce, this creamy Parmesan lemon sauce. Serve them with these roast potatoes and some green beans. This is gonna be an amazing dish, you guys. So, all right, so let's add some potatoes to the pan. Get those searing up. These will take a little while, so I'm not gonna use all of them, just as many as I need for this dish. All right, so I'm gonna move it over to the next burner, all right? While those are searing up, we're gonna make this pan sauce. So pan sauce, I have some shallot, so let's prep up some shallot. You can use red onion or white onion, that works as well. I like shallot, it has a little bit more sharpness, caramelizes up, a little bit sweeter. All right, so I'm gonna put this on a medium heat. I don't want a ton of color on the onion, but I do want to make sure that it's gonna get translucent and caramelized nicely, okay? All right, add some olive oil here. So I like to serve this dish all in one pan, okay? So after this cream sauce is done, I will serve everything in here. The roast potatoes, the green beans, the salmon steaks, the salmon burgers, okay? So also, whenever I'm using garlic, I'm gonna use some cloves of garlic. I make sure that I do not add garlic and onion at the same time. And the reason for that, because I like to have thin slices of garlic, I like to make sure that the onion is a little bit translucent before the garlic starts cooking. Garlic tends to burn a little bit faster than onion, so just gonna get that ready. Make sure we toss up those potatoes, get some good color on those, right? So we're just gonna toss those up, let those keep roasting. I'm gonna add that garlic in there. I'm gonna add some thyme, which I will pull this out. I'll pull these stems out later. Okay, I'm gonna lower that down to a low heat. Gonna add some bay leaf in there, all right? Gonna add some oat milk. Okay, you can use any non-dairy milk. Oat milk just is so nice and creamy. Let that simmer down. All right, so as that's gonna come up to a simmer, I'm gonna roll some lemon. You're gonna roll it off the table. Now let's do that again. As this comes up to a simmer, I'm gonna roll some lemon. Gonna make sure that I zest that up before I cut it. So this is a microplane zester, all right? This is a great tool to have. You can actually see the progression of my recipes over the years, that when I discovered certain tools, because you know, this one block of time, like everything has zest in it when I discovered the microplane zester. But it has become a staple kitchen tool. I absolutely love it. And you know, I'm using a bunch of zest in this. All right. Add that lemon juice in my hand. So 1 whole lemon. Check on those potatoes. Beautiful. That color is so nice. So I'm gonna just season them real quickly with a little bit of salt and pepper. All right, so a little bit of butter in there. I say a little bit, but it is a butter sauce, so we're gonna add probably a little more than a little bit. Okay, let's season that up. Okay, before you serve this, you wanna remove the bay leaf. Add some black pepper in there. You could have also added a little bit of white wine in there as well to deglaze. Instead, I just added the oat milk straight. And I used the lemon as the acidity. And then that Parmesan, I have a plant-based Parmesan. There's a bunch of plant-based Parmesan on the market. I like Follow Your Heart's product. So I'm gonna swap burners because these potatoes are done. All right, so on a medium to high heat, I'm gonna add a little bit of olive oil. I always wanna make sure the pan is hot before you add anything to it. When product sticks, whether it's tofu or tempeh or plant-based proteins, you know, a lot of people complain that they stick when they're cooking them and they think it's their pan, and most likely it's because the pan hasn't come up to heat, okay? So when your pan comes up to heat, all the pores of the pan are contracting, so it's almost like creating a non-stick surface, right? So we're just making sure that the pan is hot before adding anything, and that will help you avoid sticking. So that feels good. Let's add those salmon burgers. All right, so I add the Parmesan. It's gonna thicken up quite quickly when you add Parmesan. Okay, I'm gonna add that lemon zest. It's like a massive hit of lemon with the sauce. All right, just gonna whisk that up. That's gonna thicken up quite quickly because that Parmesan. Okay, there's the starch that's in the Parmesan and in plant-based cheeses helps sauces thicken up quite quickly. So we're gonna keep that on a simmer. Let all those flavors marry. All right, we're gonna cook this probably about 3.5 to 4 minutes on each side. We're gonna flip it, pan sear it on the other side as well, okay? And then when the sauce is done, we're gonna serve everything together. All right, so I'm gonna flip those over. That is very nice. So as these sear up, they have about 3 minutes to sear. I'm gonna add some green beans, okay? Because when these are removed, I'm gonna take out the salmon burgers and I'm gonna finish cooking these green beans. All right, so let's check on that cream sauce. You can see it's starting to reduce. The way you can tell the reduction, you wanna grab a spoon. You can kind of see it starting to thicken. So flavorful. Now, if you wanted to go a little bit of like a Dijon flavor, so mustard would be really nice, served so well with salmon. You can add some coarse mustard to this, like the whole seed mustard would be really nice. Just adding maybe about 2 teaspoons in here. That'll be a nice addition. All right, let's add these potatoes to the serving dish. All right, we'll set those aside. All right, these burgers should be done. I'm gonna remove these burgers. We're gonna place them in the cream sauce in just a moment and finish cooking these green beans. So typically, whenever I cook these burgers, I also hit them with a little bit of butter at the end, a little bit of vegan butter, okay, which really, really helps. I'm just gonna turn up the heat on this. I'm gonna season up these green beans a little bit, okay? Cook them in the cast iron, and then I'm gonna hit them with a touch of water once it gets nice and hot, just to speed up the cooking process. I'm just gonna hit it with just a splash of water. And these are ready to be served as well. So nice, picks up all those oils, all those little crispy bits from the burger that I had in there. All right, let's change these around. We have that cream sauce. Let's serve this. So we have really nice consistency. This is reduced down quite a bit. I like this cream sauce on everything, okay? So we're gonna serve it in the pan. It's a nice way to go family style, all right? I'm gonna remove those bay leaves. Don't want anybody eating those. I'm gonna keep the thyme in there. All right, so we have our potatoes. Everything's getting served in the pan here. All right, we have those green beans as well, and we have that salmon burger. The salmon steak of the day, the featured product. All right, finish it with some of these green beans in the pan. All right, I like to finish this with lots of herbs, so I have some parsley, I have some basil, So I'm just gonna rip up some parsley and some basil. I'm gonna kind of sprinkle this around. Just works absolutely wonderful with this sauce. A 1 skillet meal. Well, a couple skillets, but we're serving it in 1 skillet. So nice, total comfort, all right? Last piece, I'm gonna add some thinly sliced lemon in here. Vibrant, just adds color and texture to this. Just absolutely beautiful. Such a nice dish, you guys. There you have it, salmon steak dinner, some roast potatoes, some green beans, some Parmesan lemon cream sauce. If you guys enjoy this video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Until next time, I'm Chad Sarno, this is Good Catch Cooks. I cannot wait to dig into this.